Hey, what's going on, guys? It's White Chaos, so welcome back to another H1Z1 video. Today, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the new update that hit the test servers a little over a week ago. The game has received a lot of criticism, a lot of mixed reviews within this new update, and I'm just going to give you guys my 2 cents on it within this video. So if you guys end up enjoying it, don't forget to drop a like on the video and also subscribe to the channel for more Battle Royale content coming very soon. Let's get right into the video. So with my time playing this update, it has been a lot of mixed reviews from me personally, as well as a lot of the community. The game feels like a completely different game, as if it was H1Z1, a new game created by Daybreak. So that's not the case though. It's just they fixed too much and added too much within too short amount of time, and I don't think a lot of people like that. For me personally, it was like, why did they pretty much create a new game? Don't get me wrong, I still like the game, I still want to play it. It's just some things that they did within this new update are kind of irritating, and hopefully they will revert back to normal, if not create it to be a little bit better. So I have a little bit of talking notes here, not really talking notes, just bullet points on, you know, some things that I wanted to talk about in this video. First couple things being a few things that I did like within the new update, which was the first person addability to the game. Yeah, you could do first person beforehand, but you know, it wasn't really the go-to, wasn't really viable in doing that. Of course, in most cases, I don't know, just from what I've seen, if you were wanting to go in first person, you would only do it with the shotgun, because what I found, and I'm sure a lot of people out there have found as well, is that the shotgun is very good when you go into first person. You can hit your shots a lot easier. Now, within this new update, they added actual iron sightings for most, if not all, the guns, and it actually looks pretty cool. From what they've accomplished here with the first person addability to it, it seems as if you can actually play first person now and actually make it end game, get a pretty good score in the game, and get a lot of kills. Of course, third person reigns over all of it because you can see your surroundings, you can see over fences, rocks, trees, whatever the case is. But what would also be very cool is if they added a first person only game mode, just like PUBG did, which is very fun, by the way. If you guys haven't tried first person mode in PUBG, very awesome game mode, very fun to play, and if they were to do that in H1, I think it would be very, very awesome. So now onto the other thing I really enjoy they liked, which is crouch spamming. It is no longer a thing, which is amazing. Currently on the live servers, you can just crouch spam like crazy, just keep crouching up and down while taking your shots. You would tend to do this so they can't two-tap you or, you know, kill you very quickly, knock off your helmet. If you were crouch spamming, you would just be going too fast for the enemy to even hit you sometimes while they're down there shooting. The accuracy is not much different from them, you know, just standing still and shooting at their target. So that's what a lot of players did. I did it sometimes, and it was very beneficial to do so because of how fast you went and dodged bullets. In this new update, you go very slowly, and it looks more realistic, crouching down and getting back up than before. So that's a very good positivity that this game added. Very cool. I hated crouch spammers because, you know, sometimes I'd be 10 kills deep, and then I'd get out to go fight this guy, bam, he crouch spams and kills me. So that's a pretty cool thing that they added to the game. Pretty much anything I don't mention in this video is what I like about the update, or just everything in general. So if I don't mention it in the video, odds are I probably like the feature and or don't want it to be removed or changed in the game. So just a little FYI for you guys out there wondering why I only named 2 items that I like in the game. Now we're on to things that I dislike about the new update and wish they would change or remove. The first thing that I think needs to be changed is that bullet drop needs to be changed back to normal. The bullet drop as it stands right now is pretty much non-existent for most weapons, and I know recently in the test servers they increased bullet drop just slightly, but from what I've seen, it still doesn't feel the same as if it did in the current live servers. So I'd hope for them to, you know, just revert the bullet drop back to normal and how it was, because also with them increasing, or I guess decreasing, however you want to say it, pretty much eliminating bullet drop, it eliminates the skill required to kill enemies from a longer distance. So that's one thing I did enjoy about the game, and when they added this in, it just wasn't really skill based anymore. So that's my 2 cents on that feature right there. Next thing I have here, which coincides with the bullet drop, which is bullet speed. It needs to be decreased a little bit because you can shoot somebody from across the map and instantly hit your target, not even a millisecond later. It just freaking feels like you're playing Call of Duty, shooting somebody across the map, and it's just instant. I like how in H1 it did have some delay on it. With the live servers, I'll be honest, there is too much delay, and that definitely needs to be decreased, but they for sure, for me personally, would have to find a fine line between the live servers and the current test servers. Some of us hate the new gun, some of us love the new gun, the Hellfire 4.6. For me personally, it is a beast of a weapon, and I know a lot of you guys out there too as well enjoy it, but for me, I think the Hellfire needs to shoot slightly slower. It just shoots way too fast and obliterates up close. It pretty much removes the need of using a shotgun. You just take the shotgun out of the game and use the Hellfire all game. If they do end up taking the shotgun out of the game, the Hellfire is fine, but with the shotgun currently in the game, they definitely need to decrease the fire rate for the Hellfire, and that's all there is to it. Now onto the shotgun. This is one that has been, you know, controversial since the day of time, since this game has been out. It's always been broken for the most part. I only started playing in season 3, but from what I hear, the shotgun's always been broken, and it's just a terrible weapon that needs to be fixed and hopefully can be that someday. So this is what I think they need to do to the shotgun as it currently stands. So they increased the shotgun spread just a little bit, but not too much. What I think they should do is open up the spread at least 3 times the size horizontally, and vertically they should open it up just slightly so you can get more spread onto the playing field, onto the player, and not having to shoot perfectly on target every time you go into a gunfight. I know that's a part of the skill of the game, but also with that added on, they'd of course have to adjust the amount of pellets shooting out and bullet damage. I don't know how they would do that, but that's how I think they should go about it. And one big thing that I dislike about this new update is that bullet damage needs to differentiate at different distances. I haven't tried it on every single gun in the game, but from what I've seen, bullet damage is the same whether you shoot them from 5 yards away to 100 yards away. That is presumably with the AR or the AK. With the shotgun, I have definitely seen bullet damage drops over short distances, and you know, shotgun is pretty good in that standard. But with the AR, I can shoot somebody 10 years away and it'll do the same exact damage as it would 5 yards away. I don't know if you guys have experienced this also, but in a lot of my gunfights, when I hit the target a lot, it actually takes 5 bullets for body damage to kill somebody with an AR now. And from what I've seen, when I'm using the AR in a gunfight and I lose the gunfight and I've damaged them quite a bit, I'd say about 8 out of 10 of my gunfights that I've lost with the AR has resulted with the enemy having 9 health left. Every single time. I've never seen it at 8, never seen it at 10, never seen it at like 13. It's always been 9. So for me gathering that information right there, it just shows that the AR and possibly the AK-47 and any other weapon in the game needs to have bullet drop-off damages at multiple distances. So on to this next thing, I think the minimap needs a different cursor identifying where the player is. As it currently stands right now, it's this like pulsing thing around the player that disappears and pulses again. It's just like a pulse identifying where the player is, and it has the name underneath it. That's cool and all, but I think they need to remove that and add a different marker to it, as well as adding on an arrow where the player is looking. That's one big thing that I hate about the new minimap, is that you literally could, like, I know where I'm looking because I have the compass on the top, and even if I didn't, I've played the map enough to know exactly if I'm looking southwest, west, east, northwest, whatever the case is. But for a lot of new players and a lot of beginning players, they are probably going to be needing some help for that. So just add an arrow on the minimap so you can see which direction you're looking, so you can go that direction when the gas actually closes down. Also, another big gripe about the new map is that they've added a lot of rocks, a lot of trees, a lot of new POIs, mini POIs and such like that. I just think the map is too cluttered right now, and that they need to remove a lot of those trees, rocks, some of the POIs, just to free some space up. So that's just how I feel about that section right there. I've heard from a lot of players and even a couple of my friends saying that the character movement and animation needs to be altered, and that you look like a robot running through the map, and it just feels like very stiff. I can't really agree or disagree from what I think, but a lot of the people out there think that, you know, the movements should be reverted back to normal and how it used to be, or I guess how it currently currently is in the live servers, but from what I've seen, from me playing it, it seems fine, but I know a lot of the community hates it. So now over to the next thing. Some people may like it, some people may hate it. I extremely do not like it, and I think they should remove it from the game, which is the over-the-shoulder left camera angle. So now when you're ADSing, you can press control and you'll switch over to your left shoulder to shoot. I have used it in one instance that was actually kind of helpful, but it's just not, it doesn't feel like H1. It doesn't feel like it should be in the game, and that's why I think it should be removed from it completely. Also, now onto the throwables. It's cool that they've added an arc to it. I do like it in a sense, but also it's become very easy to figure out where your throwables are landing, such as grenades and Molotovs. You can just pop out your throwable. If you guys don't know how to activate the arc on the thing so you know where it lands, you just hold your throwable and it'll create that arc, and you can, you know, look up and down, whatever, just figure out where you want to throw the thing and just toss it. That's where it'll land, which I don't think that's very good. I think they should remove that from the game, just because there's a little bit of skill required to know the distance on where you need to throw your items. So that's just one thing I do not like about it and that I think should be removed. And also the last thing I have in the video to say, but that's all I got for this video, guys. There may be some things in this video that I said that you guys may not agree with, and that's fine. Just let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on what I said in this video, things that I may have missed and that should be fixed within the new actual update itself, things that they can possibly add to make it better. Just leave me your feedback down below. I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like on it, and also subscribe to the channel for more Battle Royale content coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.